I mean, I don't think that orgasm is talked about uh, as a functional impact on who we are. I think it's the feeling of love, and that can be accentuated, of course. Oxytocin is one of our major love hormones that can really impact how we feel. It's also really important in childbirth and in how we are as a group and how we are as, um, as a couple, but also as a family. I mean, Ray was really big on introducing into small groups, which is what we're trained by Ray, is the womb surround birth process, how to create oxytocin through connection, not necessarily orgasm. So we're trained to in that sort of intimacy equals health.
Yes.
And if you're not attuned, if you're a night of wild lovemaking because that's what you like to do without, connecting with your other person in a way that feels that level of oxytocin and intimacy, I can only say, yeah, that probably has an impact on how we are, on who we are, how we come into form. Yes.
Yes, I wasn't necessarily planning to ask you that, but it's just coming through when I open this
That's
up
okay.
because to me, it seems like an optimal imprint to receive because orgasm is, of course, not just physical orgasm. If there is real emotional attunement to self and each other, it is a mystical experience, it is a spiritual experience. And I imagine uh, being a woman who hasn't had children, I imagine that the level of coherence and, yeah, restored state that someone is starting from with that imprint is quite profound.
Yes. I mean, I would think that would be optimal. And that's why we talk about it. Half of our pregnancies in our country are what we call mistimed. Um, and then there's a certain portion of those that are not wanted. So if you are conceived and not wanted, in my opinion, that's a little bit of hell on earth. And so you're carried in a womb that's where you're not feeling wanted. Then as you get outside the womb, you're not you're you project that onto the world around you. So that's why we talk about this early period as being formative and unconscious. And so it's pre-verbal. It's not unseen because you see it everywhere. And so um, like that's why we're such a big advocates for this kind of uh, how our incarnation, how we come in is like how we are in the world.